January 3rd, 2018. I was 1 mile from my house. I was driving 30 miles an hour on my way to get a cigar. In the oncoming lane, the guy was doing 85 miles per hour, who then lost control and was coming at me like a rocket. And in that 3 seconds before he slammed into me, my life did not pass before my eyes, as you so commonly hear. Now, in fact, having obsessive compulsive disorder, in that 3 seconds before impact, I thought, this is really gonna delay me having a cigar. I survived with injuries, but my obsessive nature didn't end there. The EMTs, they worked quickly, cutting my sweatpants so as to splint the leg. And I should have been like, thank God I'm alive. But I was like, great, now I have no car, and I'm down to 1 pair of sweats. I was discharged at 6 a.m. the next morning, January 4th, but I couldn't leave the hospital. I was stranded. New Jersey suffered one of the worst blizzards in years. Finally, around the evening, the hospital staff, seeing me there all day, not moving, probably sick of me, but they wanted to help, you know, so they kind of got together, and they found this brave ambulance driver that would take me all the way home in this treacherous weather, and he dragged me up my driveway in the wheelchair, and then I got in my house and I had to crawl up 14 steps like a snake on my elbows. And my wife, in all her good-heartedness, said, I know you can't walk, so don't worry, you can shovel the driveway tomorrow. She's a kind soul. Having been a victim in this reckless incident, naturally I reached out to an attorney, and some of you may have heard of this infamous counselor. His name is Scumbag. I'm not sure if you've used his services, but Scumbag actually sat at my kitchen table and said these exact words to me. He said, Joseph, you have $1 million injury. My family was within an earshot of this and immediately began to Google European tours and interior designers. In actuality, my $1 million injury was only worth what the low-life driver had in his insurance policy, so we didn't redo the house. Other than 3 days down the Jersey Shore, we didn't take a dream vacation on the boardwalk like white trash. Oh, I got a big settlement. I'm going to try to win a bag, you know. Look at me, living the high life. You know? Now I'm a cripple, but I got a stuffed animal. But the spoils do go to the victor. Justice does prevail because, you know, there's something to be said. Even though I almost died on January 3rd of last year, you know, there's something to be said about having the cable turned back on. It's the basic package, but now we can watch all the very original Hallmark Christmas specials we want. They just, you know, they're all different. I learned, it was a learning experience. I learned that no matter what differences I or you may have had prior an incident like that with your family, something like that happens, they're thankful you're alive, man. They rally around you. They were there for me, at my side, for my every beck and call for exactly 3 weeks. And I was still immobile. I thought the sympathy train was still running. So I would say from the bed, can I get some juice? And I could distinctly hear comments like, you should have died that night. I said, what? No, nothing. I would love to bring you some juice this night. And I was like, either they're sick of me or they've begun speaking in Shakespearean tongue. I don't. So it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. You go through this, and then there's financial situations because you can't work, and then you got marital problems, and then I lost a very dear person in my life this year. And what do when we have stressful situations? We make bad decisions a lot of times. Some of us drink too much. Some of us might fool around with drugs. You know, I've done both. Several years ago, when I ran into another rough patch in my life, I did mess around with drugs, but I was older, so I didn't do like street drugs, you know, because adults, we do prescription medication. You know, people try to say, hey, you're doing drugs, and you're like, my name is on the label. My doctor gave me this. Because it's an epidemic now, and a few years ago it was big business. Doctors were writing it out for everything. I would go to my primary sneezing, he'd say, what's the matter? I'd say, I don't know, I think it's a cold. He'd say, nope, that's depression. He must know. Now the next day, I was still full of mucus, but I liked everyone a little better. Beat that demon, but then you still find other unhealthy ways to deal with shit, don't you? Like a lot of you, like, you know, it doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. You start out with good intentions. Today's the day. I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna exercise, man. I don't feel good. I want to feel better. I'm gonna have a banana for breakfast. For lunch, you're like, I don't even want the whole strawberry. Just give me the little leaves on top. I'll just suck on the leaves for lunch. And you hear the Rocky music and everything. And then 2 o'clock in the morning, all your problems come into focus. Like, I'm in a house I can't pay for. There's a demon woman upstairs doesn't fuck me. That's when you eat an Entenmann's cake out of the box with no utensils, like it's a single serve.